the remainder of this event. Here we go, looking for the start. Jim Lyons and Rick Dyke up front. Here they come, heading out of turn 4, and we've got our start.
Incidentally, Jim Lyons, I don't think many people know, is a very keen member of the, local chapter of the Harley-Davidson Club.
All right. And he's followed by Eric Kearns in the 32. Bill Lordson bobbles a little bit in the 99, but he holds on to fourth place. And on the start, so he has a little tougher road to hold out. Greg Shiver spinning into the infield in the 23. Hopefully he'll be able to resume and get back out here. He does, so no caution flag. Off the turn they come, and it's still Rich Vassar, only his third week behind the wheel of a pro stock. And he's the man out front. Eric Kearns doing a fine job holding second, an up-and-coming young driver. Bill Lordson, the veteran from Windsor, in the 99, runs third, followed by Lou Pryor. Now breaking out of the pack is Brian Crunden in the 72. Tom Rosati, our co-point leader, is now running in 6th place. Membrino with a problem drops off the pace in the 0 machine. Marty Membrino a double winner. Now he picks back up again. A problem. Bill Lordson gets sideways. The field stacks up behind him, but everybody coming through okay. But Lordson loses about 20 positions right on to the back of the pack. Here comes Tom Rosati now challenging for 4th place. Rosati in the 07 has it. Rosati edging past Brian Crunden at the line. But keep an eye now on 74 Pryor. He's working his way up, as is Eric Kearns. He challenges for the lead. Kearns in the 32 looking for the top spot. As we have a spin, Fran Farino goes around between turns 1 and 2. That brings out the caution as our field bears down on turn 1. So Farino, having a tough night of it, loops it and apparently banged the wall too from the looks of his car. Car 25 bringing out the caution. I think side in the 10A. Lou Pryor right behind Kearns, and Tom Rosati is right behind Vassar. Brian Crunden has looked very good tonight in the 72. He's in the 5th starting spot, and here they come looking for the restart. And we're back underway. Looks like Membrino with a mechanical problem stopping right off the pace. It is. Membrino pulls to the infield. Meanwhile, up front Kearns pulling away, but now here comes Lou Pryor in the battle for 2nd place.
As you said, Rolly, Lou Pryor, a very, very experienced driver, putting up some wonderful shows so far here this season.
Now, Tom Rosati challenges for the number 3 position. And Rosati takes over the 3rd spot. The field now starting to stretch out. Jeff Zeidema now in a battle for the number 7 spot. Here comes Zeidema. He's not going to give up easy. And he's dueling with young Brad Bennett now. Bennett in the 38.
They're two interesting drivers, Bennett and Zeidema. And Zeidema's got ahead of Bennett.
All right.
As I mentioned, keep an eye on number 15, Jeff Zeidema, because he was a long way down the field. He is now up to 6th place and challenging.
Eric Kearns continuing to set the pace, but he surely must feel the pressure. Here comes Pryor doing it the hard way on the outside. Vassar and Crunden fighting for that number 4 spot, and Zeidema looking for an opening to get around both of them. Zeidema sees Tom Rosati, his closest competitor in the points race, a couple positions ahead of him, and he wants at him.
Zeidema's not 2 places ahead of Bennett.
Now a new leader, it's Lou Pryor on top. The veteran from Kensington in car 74 takes the lead. Here comes Rosati to fight Kearns for the number 2 spot. Zeidema slides into 5th place meanwhile. Tom Byrne, another of our point contenders, is also now starting to make his presence felt. He is running in 10th place now. He has worked his way from the back of the field. All right, here we go. 10 laps down, 15 remaining. Pryor and Rosati now starting to put a little distance between themselves and the rest of the field. Here comes Zeidema on the outside. He's got 5th place.
and he's challenging for fourth. He's going to make it. He's using the wider line into turn 3. Side by side with fourth place man. Is he going to take the fourth place on the straight? Well, Brown Crundle doesn't give that place away so easily, and he's stuck. Oh, look at this battle for third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth and seventh. They are so close, and the lead battle is about to change.
Here comes Rosati on the low side. Let's see if he can do it to Lou Pryor.
Well, Lou Pryor's got the acceleration coming up turn 4, and takes the lead. In the meantime, Jeff Zidemer is up to fourth place. And he is stuck in fourth place at the moment and challenging. So Jeff Zidemer is coming up. I said watch him. Look at the way he's progressing through the field. That's half distance now. Zidemer's up to third. Is he going to keep that third place? He's being challenged so closely. Lou Pryor still holds the lead. Pryor still holds the lead. Jeff Zidemer's in third. He's got a long way to go to catch up in second place now. But look at the lead battle. There is nothing to choose between them. Lou Pryor on the outside line on the approach to turn 3, and we have to have a yellow flag.
Mark Farino in the 32X bobbled, slipped a little bit to the outside. Rick Dyke in car 24 went up and over his right rear. And it's Dyke who stopped in turn 2, bringing out the caution. Well, as has been typical all night long, a fabulous race going on. Membrino also pulling in. Meanwhile, pulling out in the M6 to see what problems he may have with his car. Event, Peter Locke about to pull into the infield, and who will it be? Lou Pryor and Tom Rosati, two veterans who know their way around this track. They've got the green, and off we go in the back of the pack. Contact between Kearns and Zidemer. Oh, and then it's into the wall.
That's got to bring on the yellow. Got to bring on the yellow.
And Jeff Zidemer, after his great run from the back of the pack, has a flat right front tire. Hopefully that's all. As he retires to the pit area, Brad Bennett will do likewise. Well, a sudden turn of events. Eric Kearns had a little problem shifting on that restart. You might recall he was on the outside of the second row. Well, that just led to the chain reaction, and it was tap, tap, tap from there on back, and boys, and it appears that Zidemer is now out of contention. And here we go with the green flag.
And Brad Bennett made up 3 places so far. Oh, he will have the pit well and truly between his teeth now with young Brad. Not a very experienced, and we have a spin on turf between turns 1 and 2.
Mike Dano.
7X indeed it is.
And that brings out the caution once again. Well, Lou Pryor got the jump on Tom Rosati, and if Zidemer can make it now, he has not lost a lap. So there's still the opportunity for Zidemer to get out here and rejoin this field.
I don't remember seeing the pace car come out so quickly. Peter Locke really put the boot down. So we watched those leaders. We also watched Jeff Zidemer and Brad Bennett, 15 and 38 respectively, because they are going to work so hard.
Here we come off the fourth turn, and once again Pryor gets the jump on Rosati.
Rosati's on the outside line. Well, nothing to choose between. Well, Pryor takes the lead. Rosati chops through to the inside line, and he's challenging, and they are literally side by side. In turn 3, still side by side, Rosati having a slight advantage, and pulls into the lead, but no, as they cross the line, there is a wheel between them, and that's about all.
A great battle. Meanwhile, Tom Fern is still, in fact, he's lost a spot. He's now running 6th. And checking Jeff Zidemer, he is still well back in the pack. All right, here we go. 15 laps now complete. 10 to go. And Lou Pryor and Tom Rosati still in a great duel.
What a battle these two fellows are having. And they're still literally side by side. Pryor on the outside line gets his nose just in front. Can he chop through and chop off the advantage of Rosati? No, he can't. Rosati with the inside line. Pryor is back in the lead. There is nothing to choose between them.
Pryor has the power on the straightaways. Rosati picks up a little ground in the turns. But let's see what happens this time. One slight bobble and it could all change. Pryor drifts up a little bit high that time and opens the door for Rosati, but not quite enough for him.
And Lou Pryor got the acceleration off the turn.
And now Pryor starts starts to open up a little daylight. Meanwhile, Tom Byrne has moved up one notch. He's now running in 5th place. John Jensen, with a very strong run, takes over the number 3 spot. So Jensen having a good night for himself in the 179. Seidem is still well back in the back in car 15.
But he is moving up. He's picked up quite a few places, moved up about 8 places so far.
Another challenge for the lead by Rosati. Let's see if he can do it this time. Off the turn, and still Pryor at the line. Pryor, a veteran, he doesn't make many mistakes, and Rosati is going to just have to try to do it on his own, through his own sheer guile. And let's see if he's up to it tonight.
Well, I think race tactics are going to be so important here. Lou Pryor has that slight advantage of the acceleration after the turn. Rosati, as you say, Rolly, has got a slight advantage in the turn. And again, on the back straightaway, they are side by side. Lou Pryor on the upside, as it were.
Uh-oh, contact between Lauritsen and Byrne has cut a tire. So our number 3-point man runs into a problem, and meanwhile, our leaders cross the line side by side. You can see Byrne limping along with a flat left front, and he has a problem. Now, back in front, it's Tom Rosati edging ahead of Lou Pryor. John Jensen hanging right there looking for an opening. And it's Rosati at the line with 3 laps to go.
And Jensen is challenging in a big way. He's side by side with Lou Pryor, and Jensen has taken 2nd place. Lou Pryor in 3rd. But there is nothing to choose. I wonder if Lou Pryor's got anything left. They're almost bumping, and Jensen spun it away. Jensen spun his 3rd place away in the biggest possible way, and there's the yellow flag. There's the caution. It had to be. John Jensen spun. So his race is run, I doubt. Well, I don't know. Knowing his crew, they might get the wheel changed in the future. John Jensen really challenging in the biggest possible way. So, at the caution, it was Tom Rosati, 07, in the lead, 74, Lou Pryor in 2nd place. And Lou Pryor driving so well. I wonder if he's got anything left. Is he playing games? Has he got just something left under the hood, under his right foot? In and does just that, and it is Rosati who rockets into the lead. Rosati takes the lead from Lou Pryor. We have 3 laps to go only. It is still from Rosati to Lou Pryor, and nothing to choose between them. Mark Marino holding 3rd place, and those 3 have a reasonable advantage. 2 laps to go. Tom Rosati holding the lead. Lou Pryor, Martin Marino in 3rd place. These 3 pulling away. It is still Tom Rosati. We'll have the white flag in just a moment, signaling 24 laps. Lou Pryor holds 2nd place. Mark Marino in 3rd. They've got their last lap. Mark Marino now challenging Lou Pryor. Lou Pryor going rather wide through turns 1 and 2, but it's still Lou Pryor holding 2nd place. Tom Rosati in the lead by some 15 or 20 yards, coming into turn 4 for the last time. Here's the checkered flag awaiting. Tom Rosati takes the flag. Tom Rosati, Lou Pryor 2nd place. Marino takes 3rd. Into 4th place comes 72 Grant Trundle. And no further place changing as the winner's rostrum is brought down to the stripe. 4 or 5 laps. A wonderful race with Lou Pryor having held the lead in the earlier stages, battling so beautifully with Tom Rosati. What a battle that has been. So the first 4 cars are taken into the pit lane, where each one of them will be checked out to see. And we wait for just a few moments while his first... Look out, don't get run over, anybody.
All right, the photographs to be taken. The crew. Tom Rosati of the Teddy Bear Pools, Tom O'Sullivan Welding Machine picking up victory number 2. All right, Tom. Congratulations, Tom. Certainly, this was...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Louis, he made me fight for that, and like I say, I try to be as fair as I can out there when I'm driving. I don't like to run up into anybody. I like to give them enough room. I like to think of myself as a fair driver, so it was good racing. I had a lot of fun.
Well, there's no doubt about it. One of the Mr. Nice Guys of auto racing, and it's a pleasure to see you up here. It's been since May.
I know, Raleigh. It just seems like we've had some good luck to finish a race, but if there was an accident, somehow I was a magnet. I'm just attracted to it. It's one of those things, and this will give us a little boost for our championship points now.
That's right. Just 2 shows to go, and now you have an 8-point edge over Jeff Zeidema, who finished in 5th place behind you. Tom Fern was way back, so that really hurt Tom's chances.
Yeah, it did. We'll have to just see. We got 2 more races to go, and it's any man's game.
All right. Any particular aspect of the race, I guess it was the restarts that made the difference.
Yeah, the restarts, it was really good after that initial, I'm tongue-tied here. When I got by Louis on the restart, and then when we were in the lead, we were able to keep that lead by the restart.
All right. Congratulations, Tom. Win number 2 for the season, and more importantly, the point lead in the Pro Stock division.
Yep. Thank you, Raleigh. Thank you, everybody.
All righty. Back to you, Barry.
Thank you, Ronnie. And my congratulations to Tom Rosati as well. A beautifully, beautifully driven race.